Hi, I'm Roger Adelson, and this is the weekend edition of iFIBER 1 News, where we present some of the top stories from this week and your weekend weather forecast.
And here in the weather department, we continue to see a few showers overnight tonight, but then as the weekend comes along, things are improving, and temperatures aren't going to be all that bad either. Details coming on up.
Stay tuned for more on the weekend edition of iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
One of our top stories for this week was about a Quincy school's recent recognition for its language program. And here's Jeff Chu with the story.
Quincy's Mountain View Elementary School recently received a pleasant surprise. The school was honored as one of 42 schools from 26 school districts throughout Washington state that excelled in teaching English language proficiency to bilingual students. There are nearly 1,700 schools throughout the state. Kathy Brown, principal at Mountain View Elementary School in Quincy for 8 years, said the school's language program dramatically improved.
We went from 45% of our students made progress to 85% of our students. So we grew by over half.
The so-called Washington English Language Proficiency Assessment measures a second language student's growth in reading, writing, listening, and speaking in English. This is important for Quincy School District, according to educators, where some 86% of the district students are Hispanic Latino, many of which speak Spanish as their native language. Brown described how her school made the grade.
We have really hard-working teachers, and we are implementing GLAD strategies, which is guided acquisition and strategies for English language learners, and that is a district initiative, so all the Quincy schools are using that now. All teachers have been trained in that, so I think that is a really important piece of that.
Mountain View's second grade teacher Caitlin Walters is one of those teachers who uses the strategy.
Okay, follow along with them. Ready, go. Interesting oviparous butterflies. Interesting oviparous butterflies. Interesting oviparous butterflies. Migrating helpfully in the springtime. Very good. Okay. Ready for the
Mountain View Elementary has 18 classroom teachers and 5 specialists who teach the program. All other Quincy School District teachers are trained in the program as well. Brown said the program benefits all students.
The program or the strategies are geared towards second language learners, so no matter what language they would speak. Ours are particularly Spanish. However, it is good teaching, so all students are benefiting from it.
All parents of Mountain View students were invited to reinforce their kids' learning at home.
We encourage our parents to read and do things in Spanish because kids can transfer that knowledge. So if parents say, I can't read English, so I can't do the homework with them, we encourage them to do it in Spanish. So.
Principal Brown said the district should receive credit as well.
I think we want to share this with the district, not just with our school, because I think we're doing good things. Just because our school was honored doesn't mean every school in Quincy is not doing a good job.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
sounds like, what it tastes like.
Thanks, Jeff. A Quincy farmer experienced high winds while burning ditches, and reporter Spencer Graham has that story.
A farmer burning ditches saw his controlled burn become uncontrolled as winds rekindled the fire. He began extinguishing the fire himself and called 911 as winds pushed the fire toward a corral with railroad ties and a hay barn. According to a Grant County Fire District 3 spokesman, volunteer firefighters arrived at a farm on Road 9 Northwest around 2:30 p.m. and quickly extinguished the fire and kept it to less than half of an acre in size. As the weather becomes warmer, more people will be using controlled burns to clear land. Grant County Fire District 3 asked people to call them before burning, keep a water supply on hand, and check weather forecasts to avoid high winds. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Spencer Graham reporting.
Now we take a look at individuals wanted by the Quincy Police Department.
Each of the people you see here have warrants for their arrest and is wanted by law enforcement. If you see any of these people, the Quincy Police Department asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can call the Quincy Police Department at 509-787-4718 or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m.
We'll be right back after this.
Hey, how do you TDM?
Fish taco.
Chicken burrito. No. Chicken taco.
I want fire on my burrito. I want jalapenos. I want habanero sauce. I want it hot, hot, hot.
Rice, beans, lettuce, tomato, and that is it.
I like nachos. I like nachos.
2 pork tacos with creamy chipotle sauce, and make it a combo.
Love fish tacos.
Gotta be fresh, gotta be fast, gotta be to go, gotta get out of here.
Stop by today and TDM with our new creamy chipotle sauce.
Did you know that Little Chiefs Childcare is expanding their Juniper Street location? This great new place across from Moses Lake Clinic is designed just for preschool and school-age children. For over 8 years, Little Chiefs kids like me have found the love and attention every child needs to be healthy and happy. The grown-ups there have gone to college, so they know how to make sure kids from 1 month to 12 years old have a great place to learn and play. Come join our growing Little Chiefs tribe.
Hi everybody, meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFIBER Channel 1 News Weather. Your forecast is brought to you by your Bud Cleary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. The headline calls for a continued flow of moisture coming off the Pacific. We'll be in that rain shadow at times, but at other times we might see a periodic shower. And the big thing overnight through Saturday is the winds will be a little gusty still, and the shower threat overnight tonight will decrease as the next few days goes on. I wouldn't be surprised to see a sprinkle any day, but generally not nearly as much as what we saw around on this Friday. And the big thing also, near seasonal temperatures will continue. Taking a look back at the day, now we are looking at a high of 49 degrees with the clouds and showers around. 34 degrees was the morning start, and 0.2 of an inch of precipitation fell officially, but there's still a few sprinkles out there, so that might add to the water bucket overnight tonight. And about 0.18 of an inch of water fell in Moses Lake. Well, I thought it was 18, now it's 17. But I bet it's going to be about 18 because we still have a few sprinkles around. 33 the morning low and the afternoon high 50 degrees. Again, clouds and showers keeping us a little cooler than normal. 49 degrees with a few showers around. 44 degree dew point. South breeze at 9 and that south-southwest wind will start kicking on in. 15 to 25 and gusty on our Saturday. So get prepared for a little blustery day coming on up. Here's the situation. As has been the case, we continue with this moist flow coming off the Pacific, and we got out of that westerly wind of flow and more into a southwest wind, and that's what helped pull in the moisture today. And then as time goes on, you can see a swirl out here. This swirl is going to hang back here and then eventually sag south into Oregon, so that'll eventually dry us out during the second half of the weekend especially, and then into Monday. But you notice the moisture is coming closer and closer. So by Tuesday, we might introduce the showers once again back into the area. So you get the picture. We're sort of in and out of this flow from the Pacific the next couple of days. West of the Cascades, again, the best chance for clouds to hang in all day and the shower threat, upper 40s, lower 50s. We'll see a little bit of that rain shadow effect across our area, and some upslope moisture continues through the inland northwest. So shower threat pretty much prevalent in most areas of the state, but here in the central section of the state, Columbia Basin, because of that rain shadow effect, we're seeing less of a chance, albeit still about 10-15% chance. See the temperatures, though, rebounding nicely, about 10 degrees warmer than where we were today, so that's nice, and that's just about seasonal. And taking a look at the 7 days, you can see the temperature's not changing all that much. More showers coming in on Friday. Here's where the storm passes south of us, maybe bringing in showers by Tuesday. Keep it here. Sports is next.
We need something for the three of us.
Well, we have an amazing selection of safe and reliable cars and trucks. And if you hurry, during our sales event, we still have some great deals.
Wow, thanks, Jan.
Yeah, thanks, Jan.
You're welcome. We can set up a test drive.
Get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2014 Prius, or get $750 bonus cash. Plus, you'll get Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan.
Enjoy your drive home.
Toyota, let's go places.
Give your car the bath of a lifetime at Glass House Car and Dog Wash. Our personal attendants will focus on your vehicle's needs, and our new touchless technology guarantees the best wash possible. And as always, our tire scrubbers and rim spray will increase the life of your tires and leave them gleaming. Water spots don't fly here. We will hand dry your vehicle every time. Get in, get out, get clean to the Glass House Car and Dog Wash, located at 914 North Stratford Road in Moses Lake.
Welcome back. Our next story is about two Quincy High School seniors and their contribution to their school. Here with the story is Jeff Chu.
Quincy High School seniors Francia Orozco and Karen Rabadon are two young artists with a large canvas, sketching pencils, paintbrushes, and a goal. As their senior project, Francia and Karen are creating a 3-part mural. Sometime this spring it will be installed for exhibit on a wall at the entrance to Quincy's Monument Elementary School. Through their art, they want to convey to younger students at the school that learning is something in life to take seriously and enjoy.
The theme is like learning, putting all the subjects like that are taught at school kind of into one, put together, and trying to make it fun and not seem boring and like you don't want to learn. I want to get kids excited about learning, and then also like teaching about art, because I see that a lot of students like don't really care for art that much anymore. Because schools are pushing more towards like tests and scores and your grades and math and reading, and they don't really care for art.
The young women, both cross-country runners for Quincy High, met last year and became friends with art as their common bond. Francia plans on attending Central Washington University, where she will major in graphic design. Karen plans on attending Big Bend Community College and major in business. Karen explained what steered her toward the mural project.
Since my freshman year, I saw someone painting in the school. Well, since the rules changed that we can't paint inside the school, I saw him paint, and it was this mural on the wall, and I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't think you could do it for a senior project. And then I asked him, what is he doing? He's like, oh, my senior project. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And then ever since that, I've always wanted to do that, what he was doing. It inspired me because he was a really good artist.
Things began to click for the two artists when people at Monument Elementary School steered them toward the principal's office.
And I know a lot of the tutors there, Mr. Ramos and Berta Sorto, they're teachers at the Monument. And then I was telling them about my senior party, like, oh, you should do it at the Monument. Berta Sorto told me, and I was like, oh, and then I showed her my sketch, and she was like, yeah, they would love this.
Through the project, the young artists have discovered their talents.
I guess it's special to me because I've never done such a big project. I've always wanted to do like something huge, like a huge painting. Like I would always want to draw in my room, but I want to do a mural, but my dad would never let me. And like this is my opportunity to like show people what I got and show my talents, I guess, my so-called talents.
Ever since I was small, I always wanted to be someone or something, or be good at something, and I guess I found it.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back.
We believe in home and all the magical things that come with it. We believe in living rooms with forts made from sofa cushions and blankets. We believe in the man cave, the woman cave, and finally, we believe that our calling in life is to find the home that's perfect for you. Coldwell Banker, fulfilling dreams for over 100 years.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our next story is about what makes the Frontier Middle School Science Olympiad team one of the best the school has seen. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
They build cars that zoom by only powered by a rubber band. Helicopters, too. Some of their flying machines depend on the air we breathe, with success measured by the egg that didn't crack. They make their own musical instruments. And don't forget the robot that can slam dunk it. Jay Loutherback, who has taught science at Frontier Middle School since 2000, said this year's Science Olympiad team may shape up to be Frontier's best ever.
This year, I think, is actually probably one of our most exciting years. The kids scored really super well this year at their regional tournament, 48 points. So you get 1 point for first, 2 for second, and so on. So out of the 23 events they competed in, they earned 48 points.
Science Olympiad has become a tradition dating back more than 20 years at Frontier Middle School. A long row of trophies sparkles on the countertop in his classroom. This year's team scored 11 first places at regional competition at Spokane Falls Community College. Frontier's Science Olympiad team is sending students to compete in the state competition next month.
We qualified 2 teams to go to state, and that'll be, again, April 12th. It'll be at Eastern Washington University, but they're competing against the top teams in the state. There's 5 other regions, or 5 total regions in the state, and they bring together those top placing teams from all those regions and compete.
9th grader and Science Olympiad competitor Amy Lunderville built a helicopter with her partner Trevor Young.
I just love competition. I think it's really fun. I like doing it, and the people and the kids here really inspired me to come back and stuff.
She already has designs on a career as a math teacher.
I just like learning that science and math can go on forever, and it's just one of those learning things that you still keeps going and you still learn from it.
Evan Mon, Science Olympiad Vice President, said he likes messing with and making things. He said that's exactly what the Science Olympiad experience is all about.
This was fun to do and to get to build stuff and see where I am compared to other people in the state.
Mon has helped win 3 regional first places this year so far. He built a boom-a-lever, kind of a crane-like device designed to hold a specific weight. Sydney Shirk, president of Science Olympiad, explained her interest in the competition.
I am more of a knowledge person and those events.
Loutherback said the Science Olympiad has made the teaching job he loves even better.
It truly has made my 14 years here awesome.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back.
My mom was never comfortable in any of her chairs. Getting in and out of them was hard on her joints. We found a solution at In-Home Medical. They have a great selection of lift chairs. Many cost less than national brand recliners. Some even featuring heating and vibration for added comfort. They can take her from a flat sleeping position to nearly standing. We found everything she needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
Let's go back to where better ingredients, better pizza first began.
Road trip. Wow, 1984.
Let's celebrate.
Celebrate 30 years of Papa John's. Get a large one-topping pizza for just 30 cents when you buy any large pizza at regular menu price.
30-cent pizza. Now that's pretty cool.
This is what's cool.
No, that's just wrong. Stick to better ingredients.
Better pizza?
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Please.
The next story is about a few new businesses in Ephrata. And here's Jeff Chu with the story.
It's spring, and 3 businesses have sprung anew in Ephrata, with one opening its doors. Verizon Cellular Plus at 1115 South Basin Street officially opened Friday. Besides that, signs of a new Papa Murphy's Pizza was going in at 143 First Avenue Northwest, and a new 12 Hawk Sports Bar and Grill is on the way at 140 West Division Street. Verizon's official grand opening was Friday with an Ephrata Chamber of Commerce ribbon-cutting ceremony that drew several business people who checked out the new store. Scott Morris, Verizon's territory manager for Eastern Washington, explained the extent of the store's services.
Basically, Verizon Wireless came to us and said, hey, we have a need in Ephrata, and my owner, who's based out of Billings, Montana, we have 60 stores, decided to put a store here, and fill the need. This is the first premium retailer here, which means we're one step below the corporate store, which means we can do everything that a corporate store can do.
Donnie Parker, Cellular Plus new Ephrata store general manager, says the grand opening was just the beginning for his staff of 5. He explained the need for the Verizon service.
Ephrata has a high need. The Verizon area, the Verizon service is big in this area. 4G coverage all throughout.
Attempts to contact Shannon Seaford, who has taken out a sign permit for Papa Murphy's with the city of Ephrata, were unsuccessful. The store will be located in space formerly used by In the Spirit liquor store. 12 Hawk Sports Bar and Grill, to open where AJ's restaurant used to be, has a Facebook page. The page names the new owner as Les Day, who was not available for comment. Building permits for Papa Murphy's and 12 Hawks have not yet been applied for, city officials said. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Thanks, Jeff. A new method of measuring snowpacks in the mountains could be used to help in Washington. NASA is testing a method that involves an airplane and lasers.
New NASA technology is taking snowpack research to a whole new level. NASA's Airborne Snow Observatory took off on its first flight of the spring snowmelt season, gathering crucial data used for allocating water during the ongoing western drought.
About 75 to 80% of the water comes from snowmelt. So understanding the snowpack is really, really important.
Armed with the latest high-tech instruments, cameras, and lasers, the aircraft can accurately measure things like snow depth from 20,000 feet.
How fast does it melt? Where does it melt? How is it accumulated? Until this project, we really have not had spatially complete information. We've had very patchy information.
Most of that information used to come from ground snow surveys. Not always accurate and often incomplete, leaving out snow accumulation at high elevations.
We can add up how much water there is in the mountain snowpack in the entire basin, whereas in past years, it's just been what percentage these few locations, about 5 to 6 locations, are telling us there is relative to the last 30 years.
The flights will run over the California Sierras through the end of spring. Researchers say the technology could someday be used to examine changing snowpacks worldwide to measure the effects of global warming. Haven Daily, Associated Press, Mammoth Lakes, California.
That wraps up our weekend edition. iFIBER 1 News will be back on Monday at 5 p.m. with the latest news from around the Columbia Basin. Thanks for watching.